Look at the Great Sphinx of Giza. It sits on the edge of the Sahara Desert, one of the driest places on Earth. Historians tell us it was carved around 2500 BC by the pharaoh Khafre. They say it has sat in this dry sand for 4,500 years. But in the 1990s, a geologist named Robert Schoch looked closely at the walls around the Sphinx. He didn't see wind erosion. He saw something that shouldn't be there. Deep, vertical fissures, the kind of damage that is only caused by one thing: water, not just a little water. Thousands of years of heavy, tropical rainfall. But here is the problem. The last time enough rain fell in the Sahara to cause this damage was the end of the last ice age, over 10,000 years ago. Welcome back to Echoes of Antiquity. Today, we are putting history on trial. The evidence is simple. When wind and sand erode a rock, they cut horizontal lines, like layers on a cake. You can see this on the tombs right next to the Sphinx, which were built in 2500 BC. But the Sphinx enclosure walls look completely different. They look like a rolling wave. This is a textbook example of precipitation-induced weathering. If the Sphinx was built in 2500 BC, the climate was already bone dry. For this damage to exist, the Sphinx must have been standing there, while the Sahara was still a jungle. This brings us to an even bigger mystery. If the Sphinx is 10,000 years old, it wasn't a Sphinx originally. Look at the head. It is tiny compared to the massive body. Geologists believe the original head was recarved, likely by the pharaohs, thousands of years later. So what was it? A lion? And this matches the stars perfectly. In the year 10,500 BC, on the morning of the spring equinox, the Sphinx would have gazed directly at its own celestial reflection, the constellation of Leo. This suggests the Sphinx was an equinoctial marker, a massive clock built by a civilization that understood the precession of the equinoxes, a civilization that vanished, leaving only this water-damaged statue behind. But the biggest secret might be under the Sphinx. Seismographs have detected a massive rectangular chamber, roughly 25 feet beneath the Sphinx's pores. Legends call it the Hall of Records, a library containing the knowledge of the lost civilization of Atlantis. The Egyptian government has banned any excavation of this chamber. Why? Are they protecting the monument, or are they protecting the timeline of history from being shattered? Until we are allowed to dig, the Sphinx will keep its silence. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe to Echoes of Antiquity. Next week, we are going inside the Great Pyramid to explore the theory that it wasn't a tomb at all, but a massive, wireless power plant. You won't want to miss it.